O great spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds, and those breathe gives life to all the world. Hear me, I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty, and make my eyes ever hold the red and purple sunset. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Make me wise so that I may understand the things you have taught my people. Let me learn the lessons you have hidden in every leaf and rock. Help me remain calm and strong in the face that comes towards me. Help me find compassion without empathy overwhelming me. I seek strength not to be greater than my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself.
Mother Nature and Old Man Winter conspire to dictate the course of Iditarod 46. Mitch Seavey attempts to join his son as a four-time champion, but the Foreign Legion of Yor the Viking and Normandy Nick will join in the battle for their first Iditarod victories. Warm, mild temperatures meld together to propel Mitch's bid for win number 4. But once the team hit the snowy Yukon River in Anvik, his team needed rest. Weather moved in, wiping the Eagle Island checkpoint off the map. And the rested and ready Nick Petit was poised to capitalize on the opportunity to seize the lead. The Yukon would belong to Petit, but then the coast. Fabled winds of Norton Sound meddled with the tricky trail. The trail markers leaving Shaktoolik rerouted racers toward land to avoid open sea ice, but Nick got too close. While he was backtracking to find the trail, Yor slipped by, and the one who left Shaktoolik with a 3-hour lead entered Koyuk dejected and in second place. This gift from the north wind has filled the sails of this Viking ship and propelled another Norwegian toward the Burled Arch. Iditarod 46 will crown a new champion. Welcome to live coverage on KTVA, GCI Channel 907, and Iditarod.com.
And welcome everybody to the finish, the live finish of the 46th Iditarod, and a winner nearly upon us once again, waiting for your life, Seth Olson. Hi everybody, good to have you with us here in this early morning in Nome, Alaska. We've had some wind, we've had some snow, and somehow we've made it here. Certainly the mushers and teams have made it here, and happy you are as well wherever you are joining us. So let's introduce the group here. Dave Goldman along with DeeDee, Jonrowe, Bruce Lee, Greg Heister, happy to have you with us here. Well, again, it's a long trek for everybody, and the first of those mushers about to get here. Looking forward to a new winner here on the Iditarod.
I'm jacked up, and I think he's going to be one of the great champions that this race is going to have, and I think Yor's going to have a great career. He's very serious about it. He's very good. I think he's very charismatic. I think he's going to be great for the race. Bruce, and I know you got to know him as well on this trail. DeeDee knows him really well. They're neighbors.
Yep.
And this guy's a rising star, and obviously about to win his first Iditarod.
Well, the main thing I see with him is this. It's his passion. He loves sled dogs. He loves racing. I know he had some struggles that we saw on this race where there were leader issues, but he took the gambles. He held it together, kept his head together, and yeah, he's going to be around for a while.
Well, that's what I really admired about it, Bruce, was for a young guy, they get a little anxious. And this guy stayed right with the program, kept a cool, methodical plan no matter what was happening around him, and it's paying off. Well, I think Shaktoolik and Anvik and Grayling were really excited. You know, they've been sitting waiting for us.
Yeah.
And I know Shaktoolik they don't get a lot of visitors, especially in the winter. You know, they're a little bit off the beaten track. So it was really cool that we were all going through there again, getting ready to give them a little hello, guys. Thank you.
Let's get a recap of how we've gotten to this point now. The 2018 Iditarod began in Anchorage the way the last great race should, with cold, crisp temperatures and light snow. The year-long effort of mushers and their crews were about to be realized in a week and a half. Welcome back for the first time in 5 years. The Southern route said, going my way. Early on, it was Ryan Reddington doing the family name proud with a strong run into Nikolai to see some old friends. Mats Peterson was moving well, and Nick Petit was setting a quick pace. As Norwegian Jorleifseth Olsson served notice, he'd factor in too. And the no surprise Mitch Seavey, always lurking. But the sledding wasn't as smooth for everyone. A softer trail meant slower times. Annual contender Jesse Royer battled a bad knee. And dropped dogs, always a part of the race, began to crop up for big names like Ali Zirkle and Hugh Neff. The biggest eyebrow raiser came from Squentna, as defending champ Seavey said goodbye to his co-lead dog, Pilot. Meantime, most of the rookies were doing what rookies do, figuring it out along the way, any way they could.
1 minute you're thinking you're going to be Rookie of the Year, like you got the most solid team, this is the greatest thing. And the next minute it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to get to know him. This sucks, I hate it.
It was clear that good weather was no safety blanket for the grind that is the Iditarod. But blue skies made it an extended Veterans Day holiday. With savvy and guts, the old guard continued to inspire. At 64, Linwood Fiedler's strong showing brought back memories of his days in the top 10. Scott Jansen's final Iditarod would be a lesson for the grandkids.
It could either be the worst day of your life or it could be the best day of your life. So I chose to be the best day of the life.
And Marcel Fresno brought us the story of a run-in with a bison.
I heard near the big one and I say, go away, go away.
And at 77, the senior member Jim Lanier defied his age, staring down the odds, and took everything thrown his way.
And so I rode probably a couple hundred yards under the sled.
Meantime, a career was coming full circle. Legend DeeDee Jonrowe said goodbye to the trail and hello to her newest role as the ultimate race ambassador. Another of those Iditarod snags cropped up at Eagle Island when weather prevented dog food deliveries.
4 of your Eagle River bags, Eagle Island bags are now at Grayling.
But there was no time to woof. Grayling took on extra deliveries, and with heavier loads carried, it was all about adjust, adapt, and move on. And not to be forgotten, Mother Nature, who again reminded us that she always gets her way, when and where she chooses. From Ophir to Iditarod and Shaktoolik, the attention getters were heard and felt. As the race shifted towards the coast and Unalakleet, the picture came into focus. As he'd been doing, Nick Petit blasted in large and in charge, with Jorleifseth Olsson steady and solid and ever-present. But Mitch Seavey's team didn't look like a Mitch Seavey team. Something was off, and with Sundalis racing in Norway, it was obvious. A Seavey would not find Nome first. A first-time winner was in the offing. It appeared to be Nick Petit, and then one of those Iditarod moments happened. From Shaktoolik to Koyuk, the Petit team lost its way. A directional malfunction at the worst possible time. As Petit doubled back on course, Olsson pounced and jumped in front. And like a spy novel, the plot had its twist. And a new leader had control of the course. With the engine humming, the rearview mirror was put away. And from Elam to Golovin to White Mountain and safety, the man who'd run this race 5 times, never finishing lower than 7th, was stamping his signature entry on the racing resume. This one in boldface. With the flag flying high and proudly, Norway will claim the Burled Arch for the first time in 13 years. Seier means victory, and in 2018, it belongs to Jorleifseth Olsson.
You see Yor on the street now. You can probably hear him. I think we've got microphones on him as well.
Awesome. Woohoo!
All of the establishments here in Nome have emptied. They're out on the street now.
We need to give him his leaders some room. I'm speaking from a dog passion point of view. Woohoo! Ooh, better contain myself.
No, this is no time for containment.
No.
Hello, Norway!
Look at him.
A Norwegian has done it again. Yor Olsson, the winner of the 46th Iditarod.